Happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome to Nadlan. We are here every day with real estate entrepreneur stories so you can become one yourself. And today we have another post, exciting one that talks basically about the financial system in the US. So let's get to it. All right, guys. So today we are having post number 4 from Dror Dorinbaum. And the name of the post is On One Bluff and the Money Printer. So shortly before I became interested in investing in real estate, I was intrigued by how the financial world actually works, how to make money by the book. Just to clarify, I do not hold any academic degree in economics, but while moving and learning independently, I discovered some things that amazed me. And surprisingly, very few people know or care. That seems very strange to me in light of the fact that most of us have been involved in how to make money all of our lives. But we have no idea where money comes from or how the method works. In retrospect, I realized that the establishment really wants me to know how to work rather than how to earn. And it does it brilliantly. You will learn 5 units of mathematics, specialize in statistics and probability, differential and integral calculus, functions, Euclidean geometry, analytical engineering, recruit paratroopers, break free, start a business, and ask someone if they know the difference between a tax invoice and a receipt because you have no idea. But give me a calculator. In a second, I'm doing you a function you're flying. So what the hell have you been teaching me for so many years? I will submit a certificate, I will be hired, I will arrive at 8 o'clock, I will leave at 5 p.m., and the firm's bookkeeping is already entrusting the money to you at the bank. Remove worry. Oh yeah, taxes have to be paid, leaving it is complicated. So here are some fun facts that will make you wonder. The Federal Reserve is a completely private company that is not subject to any federal body in the United States. Number 2, the phone number of the Federal Reserve appears in the American phone book line below the shipping company FedEx. Number 3, the cost of producing a $100 bill or a single dollar bill is 3 cents. Bottom line, money is out of print, digitally invented by the Federal Reserve, the central bank, for governments as a debt for interest. The interest that the government owes to the Federal Reserve is collected from citizens through taxes. The interest rate is set by the Federal Reserve section, same as for commercial banks. Any new loan is a new debt to the central bank when the borrower pays the interest to the commercial bank that charges him interest to earn and pay to the private company from which the money was made out of nothing. In the US, this is the Federal Reserve. There are a number of central banks such as the European ECB. So wait, you came to tell me that all the money in the world is invented out of nothing by a private company, privately owned? So who owns it? And how do they determine how much interest will be on the money they print? Anyone visit them? Anyone look what they do? Turns out not. So the whole world economy relies on some insanely rich private individuals to be okay with the world and take care of entire countries through governments that sell them debt. Every dollar bill has the word debt, note, equals to debt because that is exactly what it is. A promissory note and not money at all, but a debt to a private company whose phone number appears in the phone book, and the interest rate on the loan equals to printing. It determines as it sees fit. I do not know about you, but to me it's pretty amazing for some reason. And the main ones are that you will not be taught in school, and the mantra will always be you will learn well so that you have a day job through which you can pay taxes, and what is left will support a family. And who determines the education program and what is taught in the school? The big bluff for me here is not the name of the game, because there are a lot of players who make a force in the economic swamp. But in my eyes, the bluff here is that we as citizens think there is a logic or justice in the economy we live in, and we are protected by our government. The positive or negative current line can probably always be deleted from the computer by someone sometime without any dependence, like inflation or bankruptcy of banks that gambled incorrectly in the capital market. But four walls with a roof called a house, it's very difficult to move with a keyboard and mouse, assuming you purchase them in full, and they are not enslaved, of course. With this insight, I began my journey in the real estate world, and when I was asked then why not in Israel, I replied that it is not because of the low yields or something similar, but because in Israel there is almost no private ownership of real estate. Everything belongs to the state. In fact, 97% of land in Israel is state-owned, leased to lease buyers, even if they paid in cash. Surprising? A very fascinating topic, by the way, for another post. So what do most of us do, whether knowingly or not? Beat them in their game. When buying real estate in the US, if you are leveraged, you can beat the method in some way and parts. One of the most common methods is BRRRR strategy that I think has been explained in the forum several times and is largely a first-rate cash-producing property to refinance or close to the initial investment amount and creating a positive cash flow from the surplus of the rent received minus all expenses. With the funding received, you purchase an additional rental and repeat the process as many times as you want. If done wisely and succeed in obtaining funding, it works. Refinance is very difficult to apply for foreign investors, but certainly applicable to companies like LLC that can take asset-based loans from private financial entities and not lacking. And of course, buy assets with enough equity and renovate at a minimum to get maximum value before financing. The old strategy works great in terms of taxation, as it is also does not supposedly generate a capital gain, as in direct sale of a property. Another financing strategy, preferred in my opinion, is to play with existing financing combined with a creative partnership outline, JV, such as an outline we created for investors with us, so that the investor puts in a minimum investment and comes out with a significantly higher ROI in a deal with enough equity, which I will explain on later this week. The optimal knock the system strategy is, of course, to purchase a cash asset without financing and liens, but the reality of most investors will not allow it to grow on a large enough scale. So the outlines only partially win. And of course, cash on cash is significantly lower. So for what? Interim summary: do not want you to make money. They want you to be part of debt. So if you cannot beat them, so just do the opposite. In the next episode, a teaser, Alpha Secret 82 and the new mindset. All right, guys. So this was today's post, and thank you very much. And of course, we will really appreciate you guys if you're gonna click the like button and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button. Whoever doesn't know us, we are Nadlan. We are working with entrepreneurs, and we're teaching you guys how to become an entrepreneur in the US in the real estate field. We are broadcasting to you from the East Coast of New York, giving you daily updates from real estate entrepreneurs. And we are providing real estate courses, mentoring, financing, also for foreign nationals. deal analysis. If you have a deal that you want to know if it's a good deal or not, contact us. You have the contact methods right here in the post, and you can also leave a comment and any question to our interpreter today and for what we do. And we also have great deal offerings that our analysts are analyzing all the time for the US. So thank you for being with us, and we're going to see you tomorrow with post number 5 from Dror. Thank you very much.